me asking me how much white paint do I need? I need about a gallon of white paint. Right, we got a lot of paint we got to make. All right, first things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We've been doing some demonstrations today on black paint versus our black technology. As I said before, that our technology has heightened capabilities on white levels, has been able to produce amazing white levels. And we've done these tests called black on black tests, where we take our white surfaces, as in fabric, vinyl, and black paint to show you that there's a difference between the black we make that produces a high white level and everyday black paint. Let me see, my video just popped up there for a minute. There we go. So right here, we're doing the white levels. Going back here to the very beginning, we're doing the white levels on the Skyworth demonstration to show you the difference between our white levels versus the white levels on black paint. Let's see if I can get this back to this. I'm trying to get it to pause and then the image to pop up, but it's fighting me a bit. All right, so at the bottom, that is basically everyday flat black paint. Now, from time to time, we get asked when we're doing demonstrations or basically we're doing business with the company, they'll ask us, what is the difference between your product and me just going out and get some everyday black paint? How is it going to react? I could save money if I just do it myself. And I explained to them, look, at the end of the day, any black surface is going to be at a poor white level. One of the problems you're going to run into is you're not going to be able to pull, any black surface can pull a contrast level. Sorry about that. But one of the problems you're going to have is the white levels are going to suffer because black paint at the end of the day does not have the ability to see white light. Neither does black fabric and so forth. And when we see people doing these fake demonstrations, trying to portray our products as being so dark they don't produce images, this is basically clearly someone doing a falsified demonstration where they're basically using black paint to try to make it look like our product. But that's why we can come in and do these demonstrations. We can back up our products when others either cancel or can't complete the task. All right, so as you can see right here at the top, this is the screen right here coated with our Phoenix technology. And at the bottom, that is everyday flat black paint. And laying against it is a white screen. And that's to show you how our white levels come up next to the white screen and where the black paint comes up on the other end. So we're going to put this right about there. I got to move up a little bit so we can show you. We'll do the demonstration. We're doing a Skyworth demonstration because I like that one. That's the most brightest demonstration to begin with. So like I said, very top, that's our technology. Of course, on the motorized projection screen. And at the bottom, we have the black paint. So I want to go back to the beginning. Let's see, pop, there we go. Now you see both screens will produce contrast. But you see where our screen is going to produce a very high white level. Now, if someone's faking a demonstration, trying to claim it's our product, keep in mind, on a white level, it's going to come up that dark. And when we test our screens against certified screens, we test them against white screens, just about everything you could possibly think of. Now, one of the things I never see in any of these other demonstrations with these great products, I never see demonstrations of bare silver screen. I never see demonstrations, side-by-side demonstrations showing a huge difference between one over another. They usually blend in pretty well. There's the screen's dark level pulling up. There's our white levels right there on our screen. The That's the difference between our technology on a Phoenix versus everyday black house paint. There you go. One thing I don't like is when people fake their demonstrations, and we see that a lot in the demonstrations. They never can back their products. But we can back ours 100%. So there you are, black paint, Phoenix technology at the bottom, white screen. Oh, yeah. Some people get stunned when they see that because, like I said, at the end of the day, all these false accusations on our products, and we can come and back it up. Now, as I said before, people make accusations about their screen paints having the ability to be able to pull contrast levels equal to black screens, never backed up. Being able to show their white levels, as in the UV can't show its white levels against another white screen, they don't back it up. Demonstrations of showing a huge difference of other gray screens together, showing color, contrast, never backed up. Now, those demonstrations we're doing today. I have paint coming in right now as we speak. The driver is picking up what I asked her to pick up. We're going to be making several screen paint mixes all together. And we're going to see how many of those mixes blend together, how many of those mixes basically have the same reaction to contrast levels. And then once we're done with that, we're going to go back and we're going to order some new ones coming in, and we're going to run those tests again. So be careful when you go out and you make statements like that, because like I said, at the end of the day, I will sit there and wait that you run your mouth, do your demonstrations, and then come back in and bury you like I'm doing now. You made all those fake demonstrations, all those fake. Crow 1176 was mixing a black paint into his demonstrations, going on YouTube and doing falsified demonstrations against our products. That's why when I sat there and said, when I looked at the screen, I said, that's not a Phoenix. There is no way in the world on God's green planet that your Frankenstein mix would have ever came close to matching a Phoenix. A Phoenix white levels are literally so high that even black paint can't even pick up next to it. Phantom's even higher than Phoenix, and the Phantom, keep in mind, is darker than the Phoenix, and its white levels are higher. Isn't it supposed to be the other way around? Gotta stop doing fake demonstrations, man. That's what you gotta stop doing. But I guarantee you, bar none, when your product gets down here, we are gonna run it through the ringer, man. We're gonna run it through the ringer. We're gonna debunk every theory, every theory. Let's see how good your product works outside. Let's see if the screen paint mixes I make today, because I'm making several mixes today. I got a gallon of white paint coming through. We're gonna go to your tutorial video. We're going to use your instructions, and this time what we're going to do is we're going to improvise. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of black into a quart. We're going to do 2 into a quart, and we're going to do 1 into a quart. That's what we're going to do. And I guarantee you, I'm going to match your products. I guarantee you, when I put them side by side, it's not going to show a huge difference. They're going to blend pretty good. But we'll see. Well, Crow, guess what? You faked demonstration. Matter of fact, you faked all your demonstrations. And today is going to be your reckoning day. Today we're going to go in and we're going to make products. Like I said, easy to match your products. They're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to have the same flaws. They're not going to pick up contrast. We're even going to test them against black paint. Because like I said, I can come here and I can back my products up. At the end of the day, I can come in here and I can show you my product next to black paint, against black fabric. I can do it over against certified projection screens. No problem. And I was going to show you basically how you falsified and how you fake demonstrations. And you call yourself a professional. You are far from it. Abracadabra. So on. There you go. So the driver will be here shortly, very soon, and we will begin the testing. And you thought a Phoenix came up that dark, really? Yeah, that's what happens when you put black paint next to a Phoenix. That's what happens. So that same dark image that you were seeing in his video demonstrations of him showing off this dark screen that was basically producing this very dark image, that was black paint the whole time. And I told you right there on camera, people, I said that's black paint because we test our products next to black paint. You have to, especially in your my line of business. When you develop a black screen, the first thing they're going to ask is, what's the difference between your product and black paint? And I wouldn't have the contracts that I have now under my company if they didn't test that, if we couldn't back that up. So there's no way in the world for me to be to obtain contracts because any company is going to sign their name to a 5-year or even a 1-year contract and pay me this money, have to make sure that they're getting what they paid for. So yes, they're going to test it. They're going to test it in ambient lights. They're going to test it on this. And one of the things they're going to test it on is black paint because they want to see if they do the same thing. Why should we pay you 10, 20, 30 grand when we can just go in and get everyday black paint and do the exact same thing and give you nothing? So you have to test your products so they work. You have to. And that shows the difference between my product and yours. My product is tested. Yours is not tested. Because when I take your UV mix and I try to do the same thing, your UV mix comes up dark and comes up dirty like that black paint. So let's see how the rest of your stuff turns out. So we got our black paint downstairs. Let me make sure we got everything we need for this demonstration. I'll need some containers too. Let's start this thing. Have plenty of black paint. The one thing I didn't have is white paint. So I had to make sure we had plenty of that to start this off with. So we have that right there. We've got our tablespoon to begin the process. Driver just picked up the paint. She's on her way. So we're going to start doing these demonstrations. We're going to do Crow's tutorial video that he deleted off his channel, showing you how to make the paint. Get a couple of big and clear containers so you can see how it's being made and how we're doing it. See how close it comes up. Because by his standards, this product is supposed to be completely different from these products we're going to be making. Now, as I said before, it would be wrong for me not to come in and do these tests on myself, which I did. I did several tests and painted the screen multiple times on the Phantom. We did a detailed test on that. Went downstairs to the Phoenix. We did a test on that. And as you can see, no way in the world that black paint ever matches our product. But it looks a heck of a lot like the paint being displayed as it's supposed to be our products in Crow's demonstrations. So, now it's my turn. Now, I don't want to hear any whining and crying. None of that nonsense. Dry your tears. I don't want to hear it. You bought it on yourself. It's just to give you an idea of what's going to happen when the rest of your stuff gets here. How we're going to be testing it out. I can run these tests on myself with no problem. Then you should be able to go through it if your product is tested, what we have in here. Now we're going to basically make a version of the personal mix, and we're going to make a couple versions of the Metallica mix to see how close they come to it. And like I said, we're looking for a huge, significant difference. Not something where we have a slight little bump more. No, we're not looking for that. We're looking for a huge difference between night and day, right? What else we got here? I also want to show you in these demonstrations that we don't have to have an actual quart. It's very easy to mix, very easy to put together. Send me the top of that one. Like that one. And you can sit there and go, well, I made your, you didn't make my product, Crow, because you still haven't passed my test. Do that test I just did. Take black paint, put it against your product, and see which one pulls a higher white level. Oh, you can't? You know why? Because your product is black paint. That's why. That's why you can't do that. You can't do it. So while I'm making your product over here, that's a challenge for you. Take some black paint, paint alongside your screen, show me a white level. Show me a huge difference. And do that demonstration while you're 13 feet away from the screen. But you can't do that. All right, so remember the phone calls I was getting back to back? That was Crow, angry and upset. Oh well, who cares? Now, I outed you today, this week, I outed you as a scammer because, like I said, we found products under your table that you try to come in and clean up real quick. Send another video out of basically you making the product. Explain that one. I really would like to hear the response behind that one. Debunked your theory. Our 19 products came up that dark on both screens with no problem whatsoever. Went out and got black paint and put it against our screens that didn't even match our product, pulled the higher white level, then came back in, took a white screen, put over top of it, did the up and down, back and forth, and then did the challenge when you didn't do the challenge and blew out the screen on the 19th and the Phantom and then on a 1,000 lumen projector at 13 feet back and then took your product and stuck it on the 19 at freaking 14 feet back and blended your screen and also washed it out at the same time. Good luck. Yeah, you're getting crushed pretty good. Now, after proving my technology is different than black paint, I'm going to come in and show yours is not. And your product's going to match those great products with no problem whatsoever. So we got two containers here. We got two containers here. We got to mark these too. So we got one. We're just going to mark them on 2 tablespoons. We're going to do 2 tablespoons and 3 tablespoons of black paint. Let me get my orders ready because these got to ship out right away. Boom, 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 boom. Where are the orders at? Just had a stack of orders. Where'd they go? Okay. Oh, they're on the other side of the boxes. Couldn't find them. I'm sorry, I couldn't see it. Boxes are right away. We got some more orders just came in. So, yeah. And then on top of that, you're exposed on YouTube for being the liar, deceitful human being that you are. Just like the guy said in the YouTube video. That's what you are. Because you figured that what I'm going to do is, I don't even have to buy his product. I'm going to go down and get myself some black paint because nobody will know the difference between black paint and his product because they're both black. Again, I let you dig a big enough hole. How deep was that hole before I smacked you in the head with that snow shovel? It had to be pretty deep. You didn't see me coming, did you? So that's what you thought. You thought, I'm going to go get some black paint. I'll mix it. Nobody will know the difference. You can't tell one black paint over another. I'm pretty sure that's a scheme you were thinking of. Not thinking that all the while, Mr. Bird tests his products on everything. Mr. Bird gets excited when he has to do test demonstrations. He enjoys his work. That's why Mr. Bird can come on here and take black paint and paint it not once, not twice, but 3 times on a screen that is 4 times darker than a Phoenix and produce an amazing white level. And then throw pieces of material on top of it. Just have fun with it. Blow out your UV mix at the same time. Show a white screen, bring it down. Black screen, white screen, black screen, white screen. Just completely humiliate you on YouTube and out you as the liar that you are. And now you can sit back and watch me as all your products drop on my kitchen table one by one. You can watch me test all your products out. So let's get to making our mixes. So we're going to use mine. When we do these demonstrations, we are not going to use our own Digital One Crystal screen paint. We are strictly going to use a deleted video that Crow making his screen paint products of 2 black tablespoons, 3 black tablespoons. So we're going to use that particular form of method to making the products to show you why he deleted the video, because that's the secret of his product, black and white paint. And if you sit there and yell, oh, but the image doesn't look the same, it doesn't look the same as mine. Well, your image doesn't even look the same as the customer with the leisure projector. Doesn't look the same. Because you have a high-end projector, your projector is doing all the work. That's all. So if that's the case, how come it doesn't look the same as the customer with the leisure projector? Or the customer that was sitting outside with the 4K projector, the short throw, ViewSonic. Doesn't look the same as theirs. Yours looks completely different. So why is that? Oh, it's because you're using that high-end projector and that's doing all the work. There you go. I thought so. All right, let me get my boxes at the door, get them ready, and we're going to come out of this video. I want this video to be completely different. We're going to start a whole fresh new video, and we're going to start making these products. And for one time somebody said, good luck. Are you kidding me? I was making these products before you even knew I ever existed. Good luck, please. This is going to be a cakewalk. Can't say I'm not fair. I did it to myself. Tested my own stuff with black paint. You can't say I'm not fair. Can't get mad at me and say, hey, Ken, that's wrong for what you're doing. So and so and so. Nope. He's the one that did some demonstration painting some black paint or whatever that mess was that was supposed to be our product. Think about that, Crow. You're a grown man, get up in the morning, you decide to paint black paint onto a board, paint your product on each side, mark it under our name, and think you're going to get away with that? So what are you going to do for excuse? Oh, he had a different kind of black paint. Or maybe just as a different kind of black. What are you going to come up with? What else excuse are you going to have? Not only do you cancel your products because you're afraid because your product doesn't work, but you can't even do a simple demonstration like you were doing, basically trying to slander our product. You think I didn't test my product out already? Come on, man. I'm not like you. I do actual tests on my products. Just waiting. That's all. Oh, right now his chest has got to be pounding through his chest right now. It's going to It's got to be pounding through his chest right now. He really thought he was going to get away with that. I mean, literally thought he was going to get away with that. And I'm pretty sure that's what he thought of. He was sitting there at Home Depot like, I'll get black paint. Nobody will know the difference. See that black screen over there, Crow? That screen pulls a white level. Put a black screen against it, black screen can't see white light. That can. Oh, you thinking all the stuff I talk about, the technology is mumbo jumbo? Interesting. When we do a lot of backing up our product when we do it. So, Crow Boys, what do you think? He had an ingenious idea. Nobody will know the difference. It's just black paint. Who's going to know the difference? Who's going to see the difference between the two? I can go in there and do a fake demonstration and try to tarnish his company's name. This is not going to look good in court, man. This is going to look really bad in court for you. I mean, we have enough evidence on you to bury it, but this is just a little bit more. So what are we going to paint this stuff on? We need some big enough sample sheets. I think I'm going to use just the cardboard boxes we have over there. Should be just perfect. Oh, there's a driver right now. Okay, gotta go. I'll be back on. I drop these packages off, and we're going to start this bad boy. Crow, if you got an inhaler, you might want to keep it close to you.